Today, I'm going to be playing out the 2024 season for the Philadelphia Eagles, but after every touchdown that AJ Brown scores, we get to steal a player from the team he scored on. And the Philadelphia Eagles are already absolutely loaded. I mean, this team really does not need help whatsoever, but if AJ Brown can go off today, by the end of the video, we might have one of the best teams in NFL history. But this is what the offense is looking like to start things off. I mean, as I said, we really don't need help, but the O-line could use some upgrades. I mean, I feel like the defense is honestly going to be our biggest issue today, because even though they are pretty solid, they're not what they once were. So defense and O-line is going to be our main priorities for today. But anyways, to start off the season in week 1, we're going to be taking on the Green Bay Packers. And for at least the first half of the season, this is probably going to be one of the tougher games that we play. So we want to make sure that we get out in front early here, because as I said, I mean, our defense honestly isn't really anything special right now. So I feel like Jordan Love is probably going to be putting up some numbers on us today. And Saquon was sure of the first down there, so we need to get 2 to keep the drive alive. I'm hoping, yeah, we're going to have Smith open, so that's going to keep us on the field. I'm really hoping that Saquon can just go on an absolute tear today. I mean, obviously, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith are good, but I feel like Barkley is definitely going to be the difference maker for this team. That's going to be another first down. I'm kind of surprised he just kept going there. I mean, there's so many people that could have brought him down, but he stayed up. I'm going to try and go for AJ Brown this time, though, because we haven't really done anything with him yet. Oh, that's going to be close, but it looks like, oh, he couldn't hold on to it. It's my fault, man. I mean, that should have been an easy first down, but since we were going on the run, that was a little bit overthrown for him. But either way, I mean, it's 2nd and 10. We still have a few chances to try and pick up the first. And it looks like Smith is going to be there. I mean, honestly, I probably could have brought that in for the touchdown, but either way, I don't think 2 yards is going to be much of an issue. And since we have another chance, I'm going to go for AJ Brown so we can steal someone from the Packers after this game. And even better, that does also give us the lead. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter, though, and as you can see, just as I expected, I mean, it's been a very close game. Jordan Love is holding his own, but since we're already up by 1 score, if we can get some more points on the board here, that honestly might do it, because there's not a whole lot of time left in this game. I mean, even a field goal is going to hurt the Green Bay Packers a lot. Saquon actually lost yardage there, though, so that's definitely not good for us. So now it's 3rd and 4, so I kind of need somebody. Oh, he almost got hit off of his route, but it looks like we are going to find Goddard. He hit our own player, so I thought that was really going to mess us up, but obviously that was not the case. I'm going to try and go for a little bit of a shot here, though. That actually might work out. It looks like Brown is gonna have it. So after that massive play from AJ Brown, we are 6 yards away from making this a 14-point lead. Oh, dude, that's gonna be close. He's not gonna be in. I mean, we're at the 1 yard line now, so that might make things a little bit easier. But if this gets shut down, I honestly might just go with Barkley. No way it's knocked away. Okay, I'm doing this one more time, man. If this gets shut down, I'm definitely going for it on 4th down, but I'm really hoping that AJ Brown can get in here, but it's knocked away again. It's whatever, bro. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm just focused on winning this game. I don't even care who scores the touchdown. So I'm just going to try and punch it in with Saquon. And it looks like there's no way that we just got stopped. I mean, I honestly thought that Saquon was going to be in for an easy score there, but obviously that did not work out for us. So now we got to try and take Green Bay off the field, because if they score, we are all tied up. I mean, that is going to bring up a 3rd down, but at this point, I feel like it's definitely 4 down territory. So they got 2 more attempts to try and pick up the first. Oh, no way they got it too. On the bright side, though, I mean, they did just use their final timeout. So if Green Bay somehow wins this thing, that is going to be an absolute miracle for the Packers. No way he's still going. We got to catch this guy. Jordan Love is kind of doing something right now, bro. I mean, Green Bay actually has a decent chance to tie things up here. They're going to try and go for the end zone. There we go. We're going to get the sack, and that should honestly run the clock out. I mean, there's only 11 seconds left, so they were not able to get another playoff after that. So we are barely going to sneak out of week 1 with the dub. And we honestly should have had 2 touchdowns in that game with AJ Brown, but since we only got the 1, we only got to steal 1 player from the Packers, but we definitely made it count, because now we have Jair Alexander, so he should definitely be a big help for this defense. But that's going to bring us to week number 2. 2. And we have another pretty good game on our hands because now we're going to be going up against the Atlanta Falcons. And the Falcons do have a few superstars that I would love to take from this team. So if we can score maybe 2 or 3 touchdowns with AJ Brown, we should honestly have the best defense in the NFL after this game. But I'm going to try and go for Brown right here and see if he can get open. It looks like he should at least have the first down, and he's going to have it. I'm going to try and go for a bit of a shot here. I mean, this did work out the last time I ran it in the last game, so I guess we'll see if we can get away here again. It looks like that's not going to happen, though, and we're going to get sacked. That was not a small loss either. I mean, that's going to be a 13-yard loss. So now it's 2nd and 23, which really screws us. I'm going to try and go for AJ again here, though, and if he can catch this, that should put us right back in this drive. It looks like he is going to be there. So now we just need to find a way to get 4 yards, and we are good. I'm thinking that Goddard's probably going to be our best option, so I'm going to see if we can go for him. Oh, I might have to keep this on the ground. Come on. Oh, we got it. Hurts is gone. That's going to be a first down and some. I thought that was a fail. I'm not going to lie. I thought that got shut down pretty quickly there. But obviously, we improvised and we picked up the first. I'm going with Barkley this time, though. Man, he's going to get away. I mean, we're still short of the first down, but I feel like now is probably a good opportunity to go for a bit of a shot here. Because if AJ can bring this one in, that could go for a touchdown. He should have that too, man. That's going to be a touchdown from Brown. So just like that, this game's going to be all tied up at 7. We're coming back out here in the 4th quarter, though. As you can see, I mean, at this point, this game is pretty much over, but we have great field position right now, so I'm going to try and get one more TD with AJ Brown. We got to make sure that the same thing that happened in the last game does not happen here, but I mean, this time we're up by 2 scores, so if we can get in again, that should basically guarantee us the dub, and it looks like AJ Brown's going to have his 2nd touchdown of the game. So realistically, that should put an end to this one as well, and it looks like the Falcons did not pull off any miracles after that. So we're going to take this one 28-14 to move to 2-0 on the season. But AJ Brown finished that game with 2 touchdowns. So we got to steal 2 players from the Falcons. And to help out the O-line, we went ahead and took Chris Lindstrom. And I mean, you already know, to help out the defense, we also had to go ahead and take Jesse Bates. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 13 for what should be one of the most important games that we play all season. I mean, this honestly could be a Super Bowl preview because we're going up against the Ravens. We are 10-1. The only game that we lost this season was to the Cowboys, and the Ravens are 10-2. It looks like the Lions have also been like unreal this season though, because they're also 10-1. So we don't have the #1 seed at the moment. So we just got to find a way to keep winning games, man, because I feel like the race for the NFC is going to come right down to the last week. We got Goddard open, so that's almost a first down. Or not. I thought he was a lot closer to the line than he was, but we still need 5 yards for the first. I'm going to go for Barkley this time, though, and hopefully he can get away, but I feel like the run game might not work great against Baltimore. That is a pretty good start right there, though, so maybe he will go off today. I'm going to hand it off to him again here, and I'm hoping he can do the same thing, but this time we're going to get caught pretty quickly. I mean, hopefully we can use Barkley when we can today, but I feel like the pass game is what we're going to kind of have to rely on here, because Baltimore's run defense is really good. That's another decent pickup. We're not going to have the first, though, so that is going to make it 3rd down once again. I have confidence that AJ can pick this up pretty easily, though, so I'm just going to go for him, and hopefully he doesn't get smoked by Roquan. It looks like he's going to be there. I'm going to go back to this play right here, though, because it did work out against Green Bay. I wasn't able to get this to work against Atlanta, but it actually might work here. Come on. It looks like he's going to have that, and it's going to go all the way for the touchdown. So that is another massive play from AJ Brown, which is going to give us the lead first. We're definitely going to have to fight for it if we want to win this game, though, because we're back out here in the 4th quarter, and Baltimore is winning by 7 points right now. So this is a pretty important drive for Philly, because if we give the ball back to Lamar, he's probably going to go down the field and end this thing. So we got to make sure that we get in the end zone here, because at this point, I mean, there's literally like 5 minutes left in this game, so I don't think a field goal is really going to help. I really wanted Saquon to go off today, but Baltimore's done a pretty good job at shutting him down. Oh, we should have Smith. He's going to be there. That's a first down. Okay, so we're in field goal position at the very least, but as I said, that is obviously not the goal for this drive. I'm going to see if Smith can get away here. That could honestly go for a touchdown, but we got to be careful that we don't throw an interception or anything. I'm just going to keep this on the ground with Hurts. I mean, obviously, we really don't need to rush or anything like that, but I do want to get in the end zone before we hit the 2-minute warning, because I'm hoping we can get a chance to get the ball back. That's another huge run from Jalen. He's got the first. I mean, with 11 yards to go, if we can get this route to work out the way I want it to work out, I'm thinking we could get AJ Brown in the end zone here. That is going to be close, man. Roquan got away, though, so it looks like he is going to almost have the first down. Baltimore did bring up a third down after that, though, so things are obviously going to be getting interesting here. I don't know if we're going to even be able to get AJ in the end zone. Oh, we're gonna throw an interception, man. I was trying to fit it over Hamilton, but that is probably gonna end this game. That was not a smart throw. I mean, it was third down, so I kind of forced that one, but I definitely should not have put that in the air. So unfortunately, we're gonna get dominated by Baltimore's defense, which is gonna go for our second loss of the season. And we only had the one touchdown in that game, so we only got to take one player from Baltimore. And I was really hoping that we could take Lamar, but we gotta focus on the defense. And I feel like Roquan Smith is going to be a better pickup in the long run. I mean, Jalen Hurts is already a 91 overall right now, so I feel like adding another quarterback would kind of just be a waste. But after that, we went ahead and simmed to week 15 for one more game before we go to the playoffs. And we have another huge one on our hands because we're going to be going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 11-2, and we beat the Panthers last week. So we are also 11-2, and good news for us, the Lions lost, so we still have a chance to get the #1 seed because we're both 11-2. And just like Baltimore, I feel like this is going to be another really defensive game. I mean, we're starting off at our 7-yard line, so if we can get in the end zone here, that is going to be one hell of a drive from Philly. I mean, I like Baltimore, so it really pains me to admit this, but the Steelers definitely have the best defense in the NFL right now. So this is going to be a tough game for our offense, but if we can score some touchdowns with AJ and steal some players from this team, I don't know who's going to be able to beat Philly in the playoffs. I mean, we might be able to build the best defense the NFL has seen in a very long time. I mean, we already have a good amount of superstars on the defense right now, but I'm going to try and go for AJ Brown. That actually might go all the way, man. He's going to bring that in, and it looks like that is going to go for an early touchdown from the Eagles. I did not think that we were going to get in the end zone that quickly, but I'll take it. So we're up 7-0, but we're coming back out here in the fourth quarter, and it looks like we are finding ourselves in another pretty tough situation because we are down by 10 points, and we're about to hit the fourth quarter right now. So we want to get into scoring position quickly here, and thankfully that's going to put us in the red zone. So if we can score a touchdown here, that is going to put us right back in this thing, but we do need to kind of rely on our defense to get the ball back for us. That's going to be a massive play from Goddard. So 3 yards to go now, and we're in for the touchdown. I'm going to try and go for AJ Brown here, but I have a funny feeling that this defense is not going to let this happen. Actually, we're going to have him wide open, so that's going to go for his second touchdown of the game, and that's going to put us right back in this thing because now we're only down by 3 points. But of course, our defense couldn't do their job after that, and Pittsburgh scored again. So once again, we're down by 10 points, and this time we only have 3 minutes to try and come back. So we need to kind of rush at this point. I mean, I'm going to go for a shot with AJ right here and hope that he can bring this in. I'm pretty sure this did go for a touchdown. Oh, that was against Baltimore. This route has not worked out for us yet today, but I'm hoping that he can bring this one in, and it looks like he is gonna be there. I gotta make sure that I finish this off with AJ, because if we do end up losing this game, I want to at least get some kind of win out of this by adding like 3 players from Pittsburgh, because that would be awesome for us. And it looks like he is gonna be in for his 3rd touchdown of the game. So obviously AJ is balling out right now, but again, now we need to rely on the defense to get a stop. But unfortunately, we were not able to do that. I mean, Pittsburgh just got a few first downs and ran the clock out. So that's going to be another tough loss to an AFC North opponent. So for whatever reason, it seems like we just can't beat AFC North teams. On the bright side though, I mean, obviously after that game, we got to steal 3 players from the Steelers, and we just maxed out this defense by adding Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt, and Alex Highsmith. So I mean, as you can see, this is probably one of the most dominant defenses that the NFL has seen in a very long time. I mean, these guys are loaded. And on the offensive side of things, I mean, this Philly offense was already good. I think the only player that we actually added was Lindstrom, but either way, this is obviously a dominant team. And at this point, we've already guaranteed ourselves a playoff spot, but the Lions do currently have the #1 seed. So we gotta hope that they lose some games. And it looks like we got lucky because the Lions did lose a game and we won out for the rest of the season. So we're going to go 14-3 to win the division and get the #1 seed. And it looks like AJ Brown had a very solid season with the Eagles because he's going to finish the year with 1,100 yards for 9 touchdowns. But to start off the postseason, we're going to be taking on the Chicago Bears. And it looks like we are going to get the win against Chicago. So now we play the San Francisco 49ers for a trip to the Super Bowl. And the 49ers are definitely capable of beating us, so we got to be careful here because we're only up by 3 points in the third quarter. But I'm honestly just happy that we don't have to play the Lions because out of any team left in the playoffs, I feel like they would probably be the ones to beat us. So I'm really happy that we don't need to see them. But if we could score a touchdown here, I don't want to say that's going to do it, but that's definitely going to make it pretty hard for San Fran to come back because we are pretty much in the fourth quarter at this point. I mean, there's not a lot of time. After this play right here, actually, we're going to be in the fourth quarter. I'm going to try and end it off with a shot here. If we can get that, that's going to be insane. Oh, it was in his hands, but it got knocked out. I don't care, though. It is what it is. I mean, it made sense to go for it there because that route has worked out for us twice already in this video, and it almost worked out again. I mean, that would have been a massive pickup if we got it. I just got to find a way to get the ball off here, though, man. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. It did not take long for things to go wrong for us here. So now I kind of need to rely on Smith to pick this up, or we are going to be in a little bit of a hole. He should have that, though. We got everyone away from him, so that's a 1st down. I'm just going to run that the other direction to see if AJ can get open, because this route also has worked out a lot for us today. So I'm going to see if he can end the drive off right here. And he should be able to get to it, and it looks like he is going to be in for the score. And since there's not a lot of time left on the clock, that could be enough to send us to the Super Bowl. And it looks like we did close this thing out after that. So it looks like the Philadelphia Eagles are headed to the Super Bowl. But anyways, to end off the season, it looks like MVP is going to be going to Josh Allen. And in the Super Bowl, it looks like we have a rematch against the Ravens, who are also 14-3. And obviously the Ravens already beat us once today, so we gotta make sure that we do not go 0-2 against Lamar in this video, because that would definitely suck considering this is the Super Bowl. We did bring up a 3rd down after that, though, so one more stop and we take Lamar off the field, which would help us out quite a bit, because I feel like he's probably going to be doing a lot of scoring today, even though our defense is absolutely loaded. I mean, it's 10 times better than what it was the first time we played them. That's going to be a sack. So now we have a chance to take the lead here as long as we at least kick a field goal. I'm going to keep it on the ground with Barkley. I mean, we already have pretty solid field position here. So I am going to try and get Saquon going, even though he was pretty useless in the first game against Baltimore. I shouldn't say useless. He did have some pretty solid pickups, but for the most part, he was getting shut down just like that. So now it's 3rd down. I'm just going to go for AJ Brown because this guy has been dominant all season long. He's locked up, though, so we're just going to keep it with Hurts, and he is gone. So Jalen Hurts has got us into scoring position. I mean, as long as we don't throw a pick. If we throw an interception, that is definitely going to hurt us a lot, but if we're careful with the ball here, we should at least put 3 points on the board. Oh, we have him. We have him. That's going to be another huge pickup. I mean, we only need 7 yards, so I'm just going to try and punch it in with Saquon. But if we get stopped here, that is going to bring up a 3rd down. So we might end up putting it in the air, and he's going to get caught again. I mean, if we get held to a field goal, we get held to a field goal. I just got to make sure that we put some points on the board here because we really can't afford to go for it on 4th down at this point. We got him, though. It looks like Smith's going to be in for the score, so that's going to put us up by 7. Obviously, there's a lot of game left to be played, but that's a pretty big touchdown from Smith. And we started the second half off with the ball, and as you can see, we did score. So now we're up 21-7. If we can take Lamar off the field again here, man, I mean, I don't know how the Ravens are going to come back. That was almost a sack. A turnover would set us up perfectly right now, but a 3-and-out is going to help us a lot either way. So I'm just hoping that he doesn't pick up any first downs. We got to catch Henry, but we got him. So that's going to make it 3rd and 7. So one more stop and this defense is going to do their job again. I mean, this defense is looking a whole lot different than what it did the first time we played Baltimore. I mean, they're playing a lot better. That is another sack from Davis. So we're going to take Lamar Jackson off the field once again. And after that, he did not score any more points. So it looks like our defense definitely held him in check today, considering he only put 7 points on the board, which isn't a whole lot different. I mean, the first time he only put up 14, but it doesn't matter because our offense dropped 28. So this time we're gonna get the win in the game that matters, because this time there was a lot more on the line. Because as you can see, Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles are gonna be hoisting a well-deserved Lombardi trophy to end off the video. But that's gonna do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'd really help out the channel. And if you have any video ideas, feel free to drop them down below. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And while you're down there, make sure you check out my socials. I got everything linked in my description below. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.